Hello and welcome everybody. I'm super excited to have JoyVertz on the call today. Joy is a friend of mine out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She's been doing portrait photography for 11
Over
years.
a decade, yeah, 11 years.
Wow. She's an amazing resource of knowledge in running a studio, marketing ideas, pricing expert. Every time we talk, we just go on and on and on. So I had to hit the record button and start to capture some of her genius. She's got some exciting things to talk about. This is going to be a quick, short call. We're going to share a quick tip on how you can increase your sales and helping to position the price of prints and tying it to emotion. There's a cool trick she's using in her sticky albums, and Joy's got another class of her own that's launching soon that we're excited to talk about. So
Yeah.
Good stuff on today's call. Welcome, Joy.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm really excited to share some ideas. I always try to bring fun stuff to the table. So
Heck yeah. Like we just can go on and on and on. So
I know, right?
I love it. Okay, so let's dive right in. So
Yeah.
let's go in the reverse order. You've got a new course coming up. You spent a lot of hard work, and I know, like me, you do a lot of working one-on-one with photographers and hearing the things that are working in the industry and the things they're struggling with. And out of your listening to what's going on, you've created another valuable course. And what is it about?
Absolutely. It's called Photobiz Recharge. And what it is it's really geared towards people who are either new and struggling, or they have a business that's been around for a while, but maybe it needs just a little revitalization, a little shot in the arm.
Yep.
And it's a 6-week class, and it's going to essentially walk through every area of your business. It's going to be customer service. It's going to be sales, pricing, marketing, time management and workflow, which I know is a big issue for so many people.
Yep.
And it's not going to teach you every single thing you need to know about each of those areas, but it's going to give you 3 to 5, take these lessons home, implement them, and see some really, really quick, fast results to really give you that good recharge of your business.
I'm a huge believer in the 80-20 rule. It's like
It's totally the 80-20 rule.
Awesome. It's like, just let's focus on, as sole proprietors in our business, or even if you have a small team, we don't have time to do everything perfectly. Let's just do the things that are going to give us the greatest return and keep moving on to the next thing.
Yeah, and I've been around for a long time, and these are the things that I do in my business when I either, really need to jumpstart my business because maybe I'm down, a little bit and I need to bring it back up because I watch my numbers really closely.
Right.
Or, these are the things that I've tested over the years that have really, really worked for me.
Awesome. That's so cool. So let's jump in. You're going to share one of those tricks with us. You'll go in more detail in the course, but one of the cool ideas is about connecting value to what we're selling, right? And how do we connect it to the emotion of what we're capturing for people and creating artwork for years to come? So what's this cool trick you've got for us?
Yeah, well, so I'm a big proponent of selling prints.
Yep.
You can have a disc of all the images, and that's great. I understand that people want them for various reasons, just to have them, to put them on their phones, put them on their sticky albums, share them around. That's all great.
Yep.
But the prints are really what's going to last. And I think sometimes people don't understand that, and you need to give them some reason why. And you need to give them something beyond just the price tag of it.
Right.
And, when we're asking people to drop, hundreds or thousands of dollars on a single piece of artwork, sometimes that it doesn't really hit home until you start to connect with that emotional reason.
Yep.
And they can have an emotional connection with the image, and they can want that image, but in their mind, they're like, well, I'll be fine. I can look at it on my phone.
Yep.
And so you need to give them a reason to connect with not only the image itself, but actually the print.
Yeah.
So what we do is we have something called our best kept secret. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. And what it is it's this envelope right here. And inside the envelope, we put a note card, just a blank note card. We get both of these things from papersource.com. It's paper-source.com. And then there's this little note card that we had professionally copywritten. And basically the gist of it, all these things go inside the envelope, and we put it on the back of all of our wall portraits. And while we're in the sales appointment, we talk to our client. We say, okay, when you get your wall portraits, you're going to notice this, and it's really cool. Let me tell you a little bit about it. What it's going to do is it's going to give you a note that basically says, we want you to write a letter to your loved one about why you had these portraits created. What do they mean to you? What makes them so special? What are the fun things that they're doing right now? and you're going to slip that into this little envelope, and you're going to hide it on the back of the picture, on the back of the portrait. And now when you take that portrait off the wall and you gift it to them, as a grown adult, or maybe you gift it to their children, it's going to be this, this beautiful letter that you wrote them years and years ago that then is going to, be this gift that you're giving yet again.
Yeah.
So, I think it helps really hit home that it's not just a portrait, it's not something that they're just getting for right now to decorate their living room, but this is really an heirloom piece that is going to be important for future generations.
Totally. I could talk about this tactic. There's so many cool marketing things it's touching on. Like, it's emotional, right? We can all start pulling. It pulls at our heartstrings just instantly. This idea of like a really authentic, really heartfelt surprise in the coolest way. So you're pulling on heartstrings, and we are all of our customers are so busy now. We get stuck in, there's the things that get people in to book a session and to get the pictures taken, right? It's those urgent, short-sighted things. As consumers of all things, it's so hard for us to look more than a week in advance, right? We're just thinking about, okay, I want to get these done so I can get the holiday cards out, or I can get some pictures on Instagram and Facebook and whatever, right? That's what they can see today.
Right.
But when we can hold their hand and tell a story without it, what you do, instead of saying like, well, we help people create artwork that'll last for generations. That's true. That's accurate. That can help. Sure. But you don't even have to say that. But instead, you just tell a story. And that's what people remember, is when you just tell a story, right?
Exactly.
You tell this great story, and then now they've come to the conclusion already that they're not buying something from you for today. They're buying something from you that's going to last generations just by this story you've told them.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and I think it's really important. We always encourage people to do it in their own handwriting. My grandmother actually passed away before I was born, so I never got to meet her. It was Grandma Joyce, thus Joy.
Awesome.
And I remember finding a recipe that was written in her handwriting. And, I like laminated it and photographed it and, tried to preserve it because it was like the only thing I ever had. But, there's something about that legacy, it feels, it's just really important.
Yeah.
And I think that not only does, using something like this that really drives that home, it not only helps people really connect with the image, but it helps people understand the importance of actually having a print.
Yes.
So, here we're the most photographed generation that might have no prints.
Exactly. Right. So. Yeah. I think that as the founder of a tech-based image company, like I have said it once, I'll say it over and over again, that I don't see the value of prints and albums going away. I think that the digital stuff is all about now and the urgency of now, and we want our images with us everywhere we go.
Yeah.
But the book is not going away. There's this really funny commercial that IKEA just came out with and they do this. I'll post it in this conversation below it. They do it in the style of an Apple commercial, where it's this guy talking off camera, and they go, "We're really pleased to announce brand new thing it's a book," and they go through the features of a book, like it's a piece of technology, and it is. A book is technology, but it's just not digital. It's analog, and it's not going away. It's here to stay. And so I think helping our customers realize and think about the products they're buying and the value of the thing they're getting from you further out than just next week, that's when selling your products on a value-based level it becomes easier and easier when you're drawing those connections. And
digital something and print something can coexist beautifully together. They don't need to be one or the other.
Exactly.
They can be both.
Yep.
So
I think the one like wallet prints might be going away, but aside from that, because it's like, what's never changed is we always want some pictures in our wallets.
Sure.
Now we don't want just a couple. We want the whole catalog, right? On our phone.
Well, that's where sticky albums can come in.
There you go.
They can replace the wallet, but they still have to have all the other things.
Yeah, it's like you can't take a piece of a canvas or a metal print. It's totally different, and I don't think that we're always going to want stuff on our walls.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get
Well,
off my
so this
soapbox.
this little card though,
Yep.
I am going to share it with your viewers. So I
Yes.
make this as a download,
Awesome.
and you can post the link below, and I will have it as a little package so that you guys can go download this, because we had a copywriter write it, and she did a beautiful job.
So cool.
So it's very effective, and I'll share the PSD, and you can use
Thank
it
you
as
so
you
much
wish.
for that. That's
Welcome.
awesome. Okay, so you've got one more tip about you've been using sticky albums for a while.
Oh, yeah, years, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy how time flies. What is the cool new trick you're adding to kind of zip them up a little bit?
Yeah, so when we're looking through our sticky albums and we've got image and image and image, 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 we like to break it up with some not images. We make some cute little like word art that we can put in there. And the word art doesn't have to be just inspirational word art. It could be an offer we have coming up. It could be maybe something about our referral plan. It could be some sort of upcoming promotion. It could just be a cute little shout out.
Yep.
And I know it's time consuming to make that. We found a really great app called Word Swag. It's an iPhone app, and it basically just lets you type in your stuff. It gives you a background. You can even use one of the pictures if you want, and then it'll like design up the words to like make it look like a
really pretty. It's got really pretty typography and stuff like that.
Yeah, and really fun colors. And you just hit like, I like to use the dice. You hit the dice and it like rolls the dice and like makes it a new, so I just keep hitting the dice until it like looks cute, and then I save it and away we go. So it takes like 2 minutes to make something that looks like it's professionally,
designed.
Designed.
So cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So as a reminder, how are you using, what's working best for like, are you giving them to most of your customers? Like, how do you decide who gets one, and what is some of the value you get from
Yeah, well, one of the things that's great about owning your own business is you can decide who gets the extra little bonuses. We don't sell sticky albums. They are only gifted.
Yep.
And so we kind of do, allow our salespeople to have a little leeway in terms of who gives them. But generally, it's people who order our bigger collections.
Yeah.
And so we can kind of use that as a motivation tool, to get people to certain levels. But if we really love somebody and we know that they're going to be a great source of referral, we're happy to give them away as well.
Cool. Joy, it's always so much fun talking with you. Thank you for that awesome bonus. You guys check out the links in the blog post, including the link to register for the course. There's limited seats. It's available for a limited time, of course. You want to get in there first. Whether you are just starting out or your business is trying to slump, there's very few teachers in the industry that I recommend more. Joy's got great stuff. I'll tell one anecdote. When I was hanging out on Joy's birthday at Seniors Ignite last year, I won't say that's as far as I'll go. We can edit it. Part
There might have been a margarita involved. It's okay.
It was so fun. So Nate, I think I embarrassed myself probably more than anybody did. But one of the highlights of meeting you in person was also meeting people who have taken your courses. And that was the part that really stuck out for me, is how people were like, oh, it's changed my life. Like, they're taking your pricing course, they're taking other things, using really like evidence-based, proven tactics to improve people's business. It's the real deal. And I love seeing it make such an impact in people's lives, and how excited they get about what they can do now with their free time, with the increased confidence they have in running their business. It's pretty fun to see.
It's pretty awesome for me to see too. A lot of these techniques have taken me years to perfect, so it's fun to be able to teach them and watch other people have the same successes.
Awesome. Well, Joy, thank you guys so much. As I like wrapping up every call now with, if there's any part of today's call that you really liked or feedback you want to give me about the signs we've got at my wall or whatever, send me an email, nate@stickyalbums.com. I love hearing from you guys. Until next time, have a good one.
Thank you.